Hello students, welcome back to our online class. I am back with your new video of science subject chapter 3 fiber to fabric students. So students, previously I have completed these all that how the wool have been prepared. There were steps, 6 steps, so we have discussed about that one. So right now we will discuss about the silk part. Okay students, then afterwards our chapter would be completed. So let's begin our 3.2 silk. So silk fibers are also animal fibers. Silkworms spin the silk fibers. The rearing of silkworms for obtaining silk is called sericulture. So students, silk fibers is also of animal fibers. सिल्क एनिमल से ही बनता है एंड किससे सिल्क वॉर्म्स से बनता है सिल्क फाइबर्स. तो जो सिल्क वॉर्म्स होते हैं उसके सिल्क बनते हैं और वो रेयरिंग जो प्रोसेस होता है उसको सेरीकल्चर बोलते हैं स्टूडेंट्स. फाइंड आउट फ्रॉम योर मदर, aunt, grandmother the kind of silk sarees they have. List the kinds of silk. Before we discuss the process of obtaining silk, it is necessary to know the interesting life history of the silk moth. So students, firstly we will discuss about the life history of the silk moth. Then we will see that which type of silks have been prepared. So let's see the life history of silk moth. So the female silk moth lays eggs from which hatch larvae which are called caterpillars or silkworms. They grow in size, and when the caterpillar is ready to enter the next stage to its life history called pupa, it first waves a net to hold itself. Then it swings its head from side to side in the form of the figure of 8. During these movements of the head, the caterpillar secretes fiber made of a protein which hardens on exposure to air and becomes silk fiber. So students, the silk moth is all about, see you can see in the picture, male and female, adult silk moth, then eggs on mulberry leaves, then silkworm, and cocoon, then cocoon with developing moth. So this is a life history of silk moth. So students, what happening is that the female silk moth lays egg, they gives us egg, and then afterwards they have been changed in a caterpillars and silkworm. Caterpillars जो egg female देती है वो कैटरपिलर्स और सिल्क वॉर्म में चेंज होते हैं. देन आफ्टरवर्ड्स दे ग्रो इन देयर साइज़ के हिसाब से वो बढ़ते हैं. एंड देन द कैटरपिलर इज़ रेडी टू द नेक्स्ट स्टेज. फिर जो कैटरपिलर है वो नेक्स्ट स्टेज के लिए रेडी हो जाते हैं. एंड दैट लाइफ हिस्ट्री कॉल्ड पूपा. जो लाइफ हिस्ट्री है स्टूडेंट्स उसको क्या बोलते हैं? पूपा. सो सी व्हाट वी हैव लर्न दैट द फीमेल गिव्स अस एग. Then egg they have grown up as a caterpillar or a silkworm. Then their size have been grown, and then the caterpillar is ready to enter the next stage, and that stage is called pupa, P-U-P-A. Then first it waves a net to hold it. उसको hold करने के लिए net चाहिए होता है. Then they are having swings, मतलब they have having these wings you can say, heads के side से आप ये देख सकते हो ऐसे टाइप के. ओके, ड्यूरिंग दिस मूवमेंट्स ऑफ द हेड, ये हेड के जो मूवमेंट्स करते हैं वो जो कैटरपिलर्स की जो सीक्रेट फाइबर्स होते हैं वो बन जाते हैं एक प्रोटीन में चेंज हो जाते हैं. वो बहुत ज़्यादा प्रोटीनिक होते हैं एंड वो एयर के थ्रू वो एक सिल्क फाइबर बन जाता है स्टूडेंट्स. Soon the caterpillar completed covers itself by silk fibers and turns into pupa. This covering is known as cocoon. The further development of the pupa into moth continues inside the cocoon. Silk fibers are used for weaving silk cloth. Can you imagine that the soft silk yarn is as strong as a comparable thread of steel? So students, what happening that the caterpillar was completely changed into silk fibers, and then it have been changed into pupa. I have already told you their size limit would be increased, so their change, life history will also be changed. Then afterwards, the covering, the upper portion of the pupa is known as cocoon. The cocoon, we all know that silk have been completed by the cocoon. Then the development of pupa, जो pupa है उसके development होते हैं moth में, जो क्या होता है अंदर, कुकून के अंदर वो चीज़ होती है. तो वो जो कुकून के अंदर जो फाइबर बन जाता है वो होता है सिल्क क्लॉथ. उसका फिर सिल्क बना जाता है, उसके थ्रेड बने जाते हैं. बहुत सिल्क यार्न के बड़े बड़े स्ट्रॉन्ग थ्रेड बने जाते हैं स्टूडेंट्स. The silk yarn is obtained from the cocoon of the silk moth. There is a variety of silk moth which look very different from one another, and the silk yarn they yield is different in texture, coarse, smooth, shiny, etc. Thus, Tassar silk, Munga silk, Kosha silk, etc. are obtained from cocoons spun by different types of moths. The most common silk moth is the mulberry silk moth. The silk fiber from the cocoon of this moth is soft, lustrous and elastic and can be dyed in beautiful colors. So students, we have known that the silk yarn have been coming in a strong and comparable thread of steel. थ्रेड में चेंज हो जाता है. देन आफ्टरवर्ड्स जो कुकुम के अंदर की जो थ्रेड्स होते हैं सिल्क यार्न, वो सिल्क मोथ में चेंज कर दिया जाता है. एंड देयर वुड बी अ लॉट ऑफ वेराइटीज़ ऑफ सिल्क मोथ विच लुक वेरी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम वन अदर. एक दूसरे से वो बहुत ज़्यादा डिफरेंट दिखते हैं और उसके टेक्सचर भी बहुत डिफरेंट होते हैं. कोई बहुत ज़्यादा थिक होता है, कोई बहुत ज़्यादा स्मूथ होता है, कोई बहुत ही ज़्यादा शाइनी टाइप का होता है. एंड ऐसे बहुत सारे प्रोसेस है टेक्सचर्स के. देन आफ्टरवर्ड्स द कुकुन्स आर हैविंग अ डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ मोथ. अलग अलग टाइप के मोथ होते हैं. तो सबसे कॉमन सिल्क मोथ कौन सा है? मलबरी सिल्क मोथ. मलबरी सिल्क मोथ सबसे कॉमन होता है. उसमें क्या होता है उसके बारे में बात करते हैं. ये जो मलबरी सिल्क मोथ होता है स्टूडेंट्स, ये कुकून के अंदर के भाग का होता है जो बहुत ज़्यादा ही सॉफ्ट होता है और इलास्टिक की तरह होता है, स्मूथ एंड स्मूथ. एंड ये जो कुकून के जो फाइबर्स होते हैं वो ईजिली कोई भी कलर में डाई कर सकते हैं. वी कुड चेंज द कलर ऑफ दैट कुकून silk fiber students easily because the color we can choose it out. It's our opinion, right? It's our choice. So we can dye that type of elastics and lustrous soft moth into a very beautiful colors students. Semi-culture or culture of silkworms is a very old occupation in India. India produces plenty of silk on a commercial scale. So students, the culture of silkworm means ये जो silk साड़ी का जो full tradition है, that is very much popular in our India. Especially in the south side you can see, or in the Varanasi, then in the south sides Kerala, that's are very much famous to wear the silk sarees among the ladies. So that is a very good occupations of India in India. So let's see the activity 3.1. Now there are 3 activities, 3.5, 6 and 7. So let's read that one. Collect pieces of silk cloth of various types and पेस्ट देम इन योर स्क्रैप बुक. स्क्रैप बुक में आपको अलग अलग साइज़ के सिल्क वॉर्म क्लॉथ स्टेबल करने हैं. यू कैन फाइंड देम इन अ टेलर शॉप अमॉन्ग द हेड ऑफ वेस्ट कट पीसेस. Take help of your mother, aunt or teacher and identify the types of silk such as mulberry silk, tassar silk, eri silk and munga silk, etc. Compare the texture of these silk with that of the artificial silk pieces which contain synthetic fibers. Try and collect pictures of different moths whose caterpillars provide the various types of silk. Okay students, now we will see activity 3.6. Take an artificial synthetic silk thread and a pure silk thread. Burn these threads carefully. Did you notice any difference in the smell while burning? Now burn a woolen fiber carefully. Did it smell like burning of artificial silk or that of pure silk? Can you explain why? To remember when the cocoon stage is reached in the life history of the silk moth, try the following activity. So students, you should have to try it. It is not compulsory, but you should have to try this one, okay? So with the help of these activities, we can know something different about the silk, that which type of varieties are there and how that would be occupied. So that is a having a very good knowledge of this silkworms, silk tradition, silk culture. Okay students, let's see activity 3.5. Photocopy, cut out pictures of the stages of the life history of the silk moth and paste them on pieces of cardboard or chart paper. Jumble them. Now try and arrange the stages in the correct sequence in a cyclic form. Whoever does it fastest wins. You may also describe the life history in your own words. Write it down in your scrapbook. So this one students, if we were together right now, we have definitely do that one, but right now we all are very much far away, so we can't do it right now. So let's see, there is a fact over here written. In India, women are significantly involved in various kinds of industries related to silk production. These are rearing of silkworms, reeling of silk from cocoons, and processing of raw silk into fabrics. By these enterprises, they contribute to nation's economy. China leads the world in silk production. India also ranks among the leading silk producing countries. So students, in India, a lot of women are very much involved having a production of silk. सिल्क के प्रोडक्शन के लिए बहुत सारे वुमेन्स इन्वॉल्व है काम करने में. कुकून्स के थ्रू वो जो भी प्रोसेस है सिल्क फाइबर्स से सिल्क फैब्रिक करने में, वो सारे में प्रोसेस होके बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल वुमेन्स का होता है. एंड बाय दैट आवर कंट्रीज इकोनॉमिकली वुड बी वेरी मच कंट्रीब्यूटेड. मतलब इकोनॉमिकली इज़ ऑल्सो हैविंग अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल ऑफ दीज सिल्क इंडस्ट्रीज. So in China is leading the top world's leading first in silk production. मतलब सबसे पहला चाइना है जो सबसे ज़्यादा सिल्क प्रोडक्शन करता है. And then India is also having a very important role, having the leading silk producing countries, students. So now let's see from cocoon to silk. From cocoon to silk किस तरह से होता है students. From cocoon to silk. For obtaining silk, moths are reared and their cocoons are collected to get silk threads. So by obtaining silk के through moths we get it out, students, and then with the help of the cocoons we collect silk threads. See, you can see in the picture, eggs have been female silkworm, moth with eggs, इतने सारे eggs. Now see, rearing silkworms. A female silk moth lays 100 of eggs at a time. The eggs are stored carefully on strips of cloth or paper and sold to silkworm farmers. The farmers keep eggs under hygiene conditions and under suitable conditions of temperature and humidity. So students, I have told you this one over here. See, the female silkworm gives a lot of eggs. मतलब they are having 100 of eggs, and then carefully the eggs have been striped on cloth or a paper and sold it to silkworm farmers. जो silkworm farmers होते हैं उनको sold कर देते हैं. Then the farmers keep that egg with hygiene condition. बहुत अच्छे condition में वो रखते हैं, and they also give the suitable temperature and humidity to grow it out. The eggs are warmed to a suitable temperature for the larvae to hatch from eggs. This is done when mulberry trees bear a fresh crop of leaves. The larvae, called caterpillars or silkworm, eat day and night and increase enormous in size. So students, now we know that eggs are very much having a very good सुटेबल टेम्परेचर. एक बहुत अच्छे टेम्परेचर में एग को रखा गया है. एंड दिस इज़ डन व्हेन मलबरी ट्रीज हैविंग अ फ्रेश क्रॉप ऑफ लीव्स। ये जो एग्स होते हैं वो मलबरी ट्रीज जब बहुत अच्छे फ्रेश लीव्स होते हैं उसके, तभी वहाँ पे रखे जाते हैं। तो विद द हेल्प ऑफ दोज कैटरपिलर्स और सिल्कवॉर्म ईट डे एंड नाइट। ये जो एग्स से जो कैटरपिलर्स और सिल्कवॉर्म ग्रो करते हैं वो ट्रीज़ के पत्ते लीव्स दिन और रात खाते रहते हैं। तो उसके थ्रू क्या हुआ कि उनकी साइज़ में इंक्रीमेंट आए, उनकी साइज़ इंक्रीज़ होती है। ज़्यादा इंक्रीज़ होगी तो वैसे ज़्यादा कुकुन्स मिलेंगे हमें, राइट स्टूडेंट्स। और कुकुन के अंदर सिल्क होता है। सो नाउ स्टूडेंट्स यू कैन सी इन द पिक्चर फीमेल सिल्कवॉर्म मोथ विथ eggs. Then larvae caterpillar, see the egg have been produced, then the caterpillars have been grown, right? Then mulberry trees, then the caterpillars will grow with the mulberry trees and they will eat day and night the mulberry leaves, and then afterwards the cocoons have been processed. That's correct students. Now see the discovery of silk. Listen it carefully. The exact time of discovery of silk is perhaps unknown. So we doesn't know that when the silk discovery have been put it out. According to an old Chinese legend, the Empress Si Lung-chi was asked by the Emperor Hyung Ti-to to find the cause of the damaged leaves of mulberry trees growing in their garden. The Empress found white worms eating up mulberry trees. She also noticed that they were spinning shining cocoons around them. Accidentally, a cocoon dropped into her cup of tea, and a tangle of delicate threads separated from the cocoon. Silk industry began in China and was kept a closely guarded secret for hundreds of years. Later on, traders and travelers introduced silk to other countries. The route they traveled is still called the Silk Route. So this one is a very interesting fact, students, right? That how the silk have been discovered. So there was a story that in the China there was a legend called Sing Lung Si said that there was an emperor, the king Hyung Ti, have asked the people that why the mulberry tree is damaged. मतलब ये जो mulberry tree है उस टाइम में उसके गार्डन में था, तो वो डैमेज क्यों हो जा रहा है। तो उस टाइम में उसे पता चला कि जो छोटे छोटे वॉर्म्स हैं वो उसे खा जा रहे हैं, एंड उसके बाद वहाँ से उन्होंने एक नोटिस किया कि कुकुन्स है। तो एक्सीडेंटली जो कुकुन था वो उसके चाय के कप में गिर गया स्टूडेंट्स। तो उसमें से एक थ्रेड निकला, बहुत टेंगल किया हुआ थ्रेड निकला। तब जाके उन्हें पता चला कि ये एक सिल्क है स्टूडेंट्स। इसलिए ये चाइना में सबसे पहले स्टार्ट हुआ था सिल्क इंडस्ट्री। और यू नो स्टूडेंट्स व्हाट, 100 ऑफ ईयर्स तक चाइना ने ये चीज़ बहुत सीक्रेट रखा। बट लेटर ऑन आफ्टरवर्ड्स आप जो भी चीज़ सीक्रेटली रखोगे वो बाहर तो डेफिनेटली आएगा ही आएगा, राइट। सो दैट्स वाई द ट्रेडर्स एंड ट्रैवलर्स इंट्रोड्यूस सिल्क। फिर ट्रेडर्स और ट्रैवलर्स को पता चला और वो दूसरे कंट्रीज़ में ये चीज़ बताने लगे। इसलिए जो वो दूसरे कंट्रीज़ में ट्रैवलिंग करते थे वो रूट को क्या रूट बोला गया है, सिल्क रूट बोला जाता है, सिल्क रूट। ओके, नाउ वी आर इन द एंड ऑफ दिस चैप्टर। The larvae are kept in clean bamboo trays along with freshly chopped mulberry leaves. After 25 to 30 days, the caterpillars stop eating and move to a tiny chamber of bamboo in the tray to spin cocoons. Small rags or twigs may be provided in the trays to which cocoons get attached. The caterpillar or silkworm spins the cocoon inside, which develops the silk moth. So students, what happened? The larvae are kept in clean bamboo. जो वो स्प्लूट्स मिलते हैं वो एक क्लीन बैम्बू में रखे जाते हैं और उसको मलबरी ट्री से कट कर देते, चॉप कर देते हैं। आफ्टर 25 to 30 डेज़ के बाद जो कैटरपिलर्स होते हैं वो बैम्बूज के चैम्बर्स खाना छोड़ देते हैं एंड वहाँ पे कुकुन छोड़ भी देते हैं. Then afterwards, small type of racks have been provided inside the cocoons, and then cocoons get attached. Then afterwards, the caterpillar or silkworm spins the cocoon, मतलब उसको spin करते हैं, round करते हैं. Then afterwards, students, the silk moth have been developed. Means this is a very huge process. We know it very well, students. But this is a very interesting process, right? We doesn't know that how the silk have been preoccupied, but now we know it while knowing this chapter in science subject, right students? Now let's see the processing silk, that how the silk have been processed. The pile of cocoons is used for obtaining silk fibers. The cocoons are kept under the sun or boiled or exposed to steam. The silk fibers separate out. The process of taking out threads from the cocoon or use as silk is called reeling the silk. Reeling is done in special machines which unwind the threads or fibers of silk from the cocoon. Silk fibers are then spun into silk threads which are woven into silk cloth by weavers. So students, what happened that a pile of cocoons, जो cocoons है उसमें से silk fibers produce हुए, right? फिर वो cocoons को sun के सामने रख दिया जाता है, sun के वहाँ पे, और उसको expose मतलब boost होने के लिए छोड़ देते हैं. Then the silk fibers separate out. जो silk और fibers होते हैं वो अलग हो जाते हैं. Then from the help of the cocoon we got the thread and then we used it as a silk. So that process is known as reeling the silk, that we have to make the thread. Then the reeling is done in special machine, मतलब उसके बहुत ज़्यादा special machine होते हैं, and with the help of the thread of fiber silk from the cocoon, जो cocoon से हमें fiber silk मिला है वो silk को thread में convert करते हैं, and then the thread have been processed as a silk cloth. सिल्क क्लोथ उससे फिर साड़ियाँ बनती है और सिल्क के जो अलग अलग प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं वो भी बनते हैं स्टूडेंट्स. ओके, सो स्टूडेंट्स, नाउ आवर चैप्टर 3 fiber to fabric is now completed. So I hope that you have understand this whole chapter, fiber to fabric. So our chapter is now completed. So students, if you have liked my video, so you have to do like, share and subscribe students. Okay, so till there I will see you in the next video with the next upcoming chapter 4 students. Okay, so till there, stay home, stay safe. With the help of this line I would like to pack up, and bye bye students.